Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some really fun spice in the Love Cup, ROTOM. ROTOM is an electric and water type Pokemon with the moveset of Thundershock, Thunderbolt, and Hydro Pump. This moveset has some really solid coverage for the Love Cup meta, especially with all the water and fire types around. For the rest of the squad, I'm running Kricketune on the lead and Alomomola in the back. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and take a look at ROTOM and Kricketune in action in the Love Cup. Hopping to the first match, leading Kricketune into Talonflame, absolutely terrible lead. We are going to save switch into ROTOM and we bait out an Electrode. Electrode able to outpace us and reach a discharge, but we do survive the discharge since it's only neutral, and now we're going for the Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump will do massive damage if it lands, which it does, taking out the Electrode and winning a switch. But ROTOM is not done, able to reach a Thunderbolt, and we are going to be able to pressure a shield off of the Talonflame. ROTOM putting in a tremendous amount of work on the save switch, able to win us back switch advantage. I go for the shield, but they end up flame charge baiting me, and now they're going to be going for the Brave Bird. I will commit the second shield. It all depends what their third Pokemon is. It is Medicham, and I'm going to bring in Kricketune. I may as well get some use out of the Kricketune since it's no longer aligned to the Talonflame. We go for the Aerial Ace, and we're able to land it. As opposed to a Pokemon like Leedian that is a bug flying type, Kricketune is a pure bug type, so unfortunately does not get same type attack bonus on Aerial Ace. From here, Alomomola just needs to farm down if at all possible. We are going to let this go. They go for the power-up punch, maybe trying to boost the Psychic, but they end up falling one short as this should be short of the Psychic. They are not able to get there. They bring in the Talonflame. We're able to farm down, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Kricketune into Crustle. The bad leads continue. We are going to safe switch into ROTOM, and the opponent is not swapping out. Honestly, this is ideal for me. If we can use the ROTOM to take care of the Crustle, then hopefully that can free up Kricketune to have a lot more play in the endgame. I will commit the shield on the X-Scissor, just so I am going to be able to reach Thunderbolt number 2, and either grab that second shield or do a significant amount of damage. Going for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt does land and gets them very low. At this point, ROTOM has done its job. I'm going to let this go down, and then I should be able to bring back in Kricketune and Fury Cutter down. Now we have a bit of an energy lead and what should hopefully be their biggest bug counter out of the way, and they bring in Alomomola. So it makes quite a bit of sense why they didn't switch that in, because Alomomola does not appreciate seeing ROTOM. We go for the Bug Buzz, do big damage, we try and catch the Psychic on our own Alomomola, but unfortunately the opponent holds onto their energy, and they bring in the final Pokemon, which is Ariados. Ariados will significantly outpace us in this matchup, but we're able to hit for super effective damage with Psychic, and this will do significant damage unless it's shielded. The opponent does commit the shield, and at this point I'm thinking I may save that final shield for Kricketune because the Alomomola has that Psychic loaded, so I will need to save the shield in order to be able to take it out. They go for the Cross Poison. That does get us low. Alomomola, unfortunately, just not able to get to a move. I am going to let this through, just the Cross Poison. I am going to overfarm slightly in this matchup, and now we're going for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace will be taking care of the Ariados, and we know Alomomola has a move, so the question is, can Kricketune survive the waterfalls? This is going to be close. They go for the Psychic. They do not get the debuff. Kricketune able to reach the Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz will be taking care of the Alomomola, and despite back-to-back terrible leads, we are able to get the win. Hopping to the next match, leading Kricketune into Druddigon. Kricketune's lack of bulk is very apparent in this matchup, as these Dragon Tails are absolutely tearing through us. I will shield up the Dragon Claw, and then fire back with the Aerial Ace. They don't have to shield this, as it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but Druddigon is also not the tankiest Pokemon ever, so the Aerial Ace damage plus those Fury Cutters are really starting to add up. We get to a second move. They do commit the shield, and they're looking to get the farm down. There is a little bit of lag here at the end. Doesn't end up affecting anything, though, as either way, I was going to be getting farmed down. We bring in Alomomola to soak the energy and try and commit to the farm down, which we're able to do just as they reach Dragon Claw number 2. The dragon is out of the way. I'm hoping that my two water types should at the very least have neutral matchups in the back, and it looks like they do because the opponent brings in Ariados. Ariados, of course, will be able to outpace, but with that energy lead, we are able to reach a Psychic. Even when debuffed, this will hit for some significant damage onto the Ariados, and now I'm going to try and commit to the farm down. We are able to get a waterfall through, which is very, very nice. And from here, I am going to be looking to switch. I'm clicking on the switch button. It lags. It doesn't let me switch, and the Alomomola goes down. On the bright side, however, we have a dominating matchup in the back. We have Wash Rotom into the opponent's Alomomola. They decide to let the Thunderbolt through, but that is not going to save them. As from here, I can shield up once, and then we are going to commit to the farm down with Thundershock. We are going to be able to leave with a ton of energy. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Picking up a pretty neutral lead in the next match, Kricketune into Alomomola. We are going to be able to outpace them here. I am going to be going for the Bug Buzz, and Bug Buzz will do significant damage if they decide to let it through, which they do, and then I am going to be switching into my own Alomomola to catch the Psychic, as Alomomola does a fantastic job at absorbing energy. The opponent responds with Lickitung, which is a pretty decent response, as Lickitung does have access to Power Whip. Fortunately, I'm not in Power Whip range yet, so I will let this go, and then I am going to go for the riskier play. Instead of the double Psychic, I am going to go for the Hydro Pump, hoping this will land, but it gets shielded. The gamble does not pay off, and they are going to be able to farm me all the way down. So in hindsight, I definitely should have gone for double Psychic, as that would have been a significantly safer play. I bring in Kricketune just to absorb some energy. One Body Slam doesn't KO. We try for the Aerial Ace, but we're not able to get there. And now, it's all up to Wash Rotom. Is it going to be able to 1v3 with a shield advantage? Lickitung has so much energy. They're finally getting rid of it. I have to shield something, so I will shield the Body Slam. I am going to overfarm slightly. I don't want to commit the second shield just yet. And then we're going for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt does take them out, and they have Magcargo in the back. And suddenly, there is a chance. I am going to go for the bait here, really desperately needing them to shield, and they do shield the Thunderbolt. That is huge. I have to shield everything, so I will commit the shield. It is Rock Tomb, which lowers my attack, but we just need to get to the Hydro Pump and not get caught, so I will throw in the middle of their third Incinerate. This is going to be taking them out. Now the question is, can they farm me down before I reach a Thunderbolt? Come on, Rotom. Wash Rotom, able to get to a Thunderbolt and able to 1v3 in the end game and secure the win. Hopping to the next match, leading Kricketune into Lickitung. Unfortunately, we get significantly outbulked in this matchup. I'm going to be going straight for the Bug Buzz. This will do big damage if it lands, and then I'm going to save switch into Alomomola to absorb some energy. Lickitung going for the Power Whip. We can easily survive that, and then we're going to pressure them with a Psychic, but they end up switching out, and they bring in Trash Wormadam. Trash Wormadam, definitely not your typical response to an Alomomola, as it does have an unfavorable matchup, but since they were able to get enough chip damage, then it looks like they're going to commit to a very aggressive farm down. We're not able to get to a second Hydro Pump, but the Psychic should be able to do a decent amount of damage and does actually threaten that second shield. So now, with a 2-0 shield advantage, my plan is to sack the Kricketune, basically use it to absorb the two moves that Trash Wormadam has loaded, and then I'm going to try for another sweep with the Wash Rotom. We are going to let this go, second Iron Head coming through, and honestly, I'm just going to commit to the farm down. We have two shields, we may as well use them to get a big energy lead, because we are going to need all the energy we can to try and sweep this endgame. Shielding up the Iron Head, we are going to be able to farm down. We leave with quite a bit of energy. They bring in Lickitung. Lickitung does have a move. We are going to be, again, shielding this up. We'll have to see what is in the back. And it is Leedian. I absolutely love this spice. We're going for the Thunderbolt. Leedian is able to survive it. And now I am going to try and overfarm as much as possible before going for the second Thunderbolt. I need to be able to outpace this Lickitung in the endgame. Back in comes the Lickitung. Can we get there? Wash Rotom able to get to the Thunderbolt. Able to fully sweep a team. And that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Kricketune into Parasect, a rare grass type in the Love Cup and an incredibly good lead. The opponent safe switches into Sylveon, and since I don't have a great response to a Sylveon switch-in, I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace to get some chip damage, and then we're going to bring in Alomomola. That chip damage is very important as it allows me to control switch advantage, and since we caught the grass type on the lead, I have to maintain alignment. We go for the psychic, we're able to force a shield, and since we're now at a shield advantage, I'm more than happy to commit a shield back. As they're actually running Dazzling Gleam, I'm very happy I shielded, and we're able to maintain switch advantage. They will be bringing back in the Parasect, but Fury Cuttering down an Alomomola is a tough challenge as Alomomola has so much HP. We are going for the Psychic. Psychic does get the shield, and they realize they're probably not going to be able to farm down, and they instead opt to go for an X-Scissor, and X-Scissor plus Fury Cutters will be able to get the KO. I bring in Kricketune and they reach a move. We should be able to survive an X-Scissor here, so I am going to let that through. That does a solid chunk of damage, doesn't take us out, and the final Pokemon is Talonflame. And we have a perfect response in Wash Rotom. Wash Rotom absolutely walls Talonflame. They go for the Brave Bird. That is totally fine with me. We are going to farm up to 100 energy, and then we're going for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, able to take them out, and we're able to reach a second Thunderbolt versus the Parasect. This is going to almost be taking out the Grass type, and from here, all we'll have to do is commit the shield, and then it's going to be a very easy Fury Cutter down, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Kricketune into Scrafty. Based off typings, this should be a really positive matchup for us. However, unfortunately, here's where Kricketune's lack of bulk is a huge issue. Because I no-shield this thinking, oh, I can tank the foul play. And look how much damage that does. That puts Kricketune into the red, and to add insult to injury, they're somehow able to catch the Aerial Ace onto Talonflame. Thankfully, we have a terrific response in Wash Rotom. We are going to be able to tank this Brave Bird no problem, and then I'm going to go for a very aggressive Thunder Shock down, and on very low HP, we're able to take them out. Now we have the Hydro Pump loaded to do big damage or force a shield, and they get minimal farm in return. They do commit the shield, and now I have to trust in Alomomola. I basically have Alomomola and 3 shields, the 2 shields that I have, plus the 1 HP Kricketune. I commit the shield, but unfortunately I get baited, and I'm guessing this is probably the foul play. So I commit the shield, but they bait me again. Are you kidding me? And now I am going to be going for the Psychic. This is resisted, but it's low enough where it'll actually do some solid damage. We are farming up, looking for the catch, and we're able to catch onto the Kricketune. Let's go. Now I just have to hope that Alomomola is going to be able to clutch versus whatever's in the back. We farm down, and it's Galarian Slowking. We just have to get to the Hydro Pump. Come on! No, we die with the Hydro Pump, and that is a good game. Hopping to the final match, leading Kricketune into another Scrafty. This time, it's our redemption tour. Are we going to be able to get the win? Going for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace, able to connect, and does some solid damage onto the Scrafty. I saw how much damage Foul Play did last time, so I'm learning from my mistakes, I'm committing the shield, and then the opponent save switches into Ariados. Ariados will be able to outpace, but I should tank whatever they throw. They actually go for the Cross Poison, and now I'm going to fire back with the Aerial Ace to do big damage or to grab the shield. We get the shield, so we're back on even shields, and now I'm going to bring in Alomomola to do what Alomomola does best, which is be an absolute damage sponge. Ariados spamming out lunge after lunge, but Alomomola does not care. We're able to tank that lunge, no problem, and now we're going for the Psychic. Even double debuff, this will do considerable damage to Ariados, and Ariados commits the shield. Ariados will be able to outpace me here, so at this point, I can't commit the shield. So I'm just going to let it go down, and we're going to have to trust in Wash Rotom. I'm going to bring in the Kricketune to force them to throw some energy, and then I'm going to try and farm down with Thunder Shocks. Come on, Wash Rotom. Can you clutch it one final time? We're not able to farm down as they do reach a lunge. So whatever happens, I'm going to be debuffed in the end game. I'm able to farm down. We do leave with some energy. We know about the Scrafty, and in comes the Scrafty. I will overfarm as much as I dare, and we're going for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt should KO. What's the final Pokemon? It is Talonflame. We are going to be able to win this. We overfarm as much as we can. We're going for the Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump, even when debuffed, more than enough to take them out. Wash Rotom able to 1v3 in the end game, and that is a good game. All in all, I had an absolute blast running Wash Rotom in the Love Cup. I had tried it previously in the Sinnoh Cup and left feeling fairly underwhelmed, but in the Love Cup, it felt surprisingly potent, even for a spice pick. Part of why I think that may be is really due to a lack of hard counters. There are basically no ground types that are in use in the Love Cup, and the grass types have more or less been driven out of the meta by Ariados being absolutely everywhere, so that at the very least leaves Wash Rotom with a lot of neutral play, if not favorable matchups. Now, on to Kricketune. Unfortunately, Kricketune I left feeling fairly disappointed. It felt basically just like a worse Leedian, and a lot of the time I ended up wishing that I had run Leedian in its place anyways. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible, so thank you guys oh so very much. And we have finally released merch. It is based off seeing the writing on the wall. We do have a link to our merch store in the description. Definitely go check it out, as we've got some great stuff in there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.